Hey, welcome to this Command Modern Air Naval Operations gameplay video. If you love modern battle simulations, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Well, hey, welcome. It's time to do some Command Modern Air Naval Operations. Today we're going to start the aircraft tutorials. I've messed with these before. I think we're going to try to do, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them in one video. The first one's very simple. Well, they get a little more complicated as we go. Now, if you've been following along, we've used aircraft before. We used, well, helicopters anyway. And in the last video, man, it was a little confusing, at least to me. So, what do you say we get in here and see about learning a little bit how to use aircraft in CMANO? And while I figure this out, it's under here, isn't it? Hey, if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications so you'll know when I've posted another video. Like and share, and please, please, oh please, I'm begging you, leave me a comment. Okay, let's do the basic manual of flight. We are going to prepare an aircraft for launch, launch an aircraft, fly manually the plane. That's interesting English. Return to base and land. So, load her up. Oh, I've seen this before. Enter the scenario, and it looks like we have unlimited base magazines. That's exciting. We've got 6 hours. Wow. Okay, we will impersonate the commander of the Ramat David Air Base in northern Israel and learn how to use your air assets. We have 6 F-16s and 2 Gulfstream G550s. So it says go ahead and start the simulation. Let's set that to 5 seconds. And it's up. There we go. Okay, so we select the airbase and what does it say? Bring aircraft, which I think is the what's the shortcut control shift? No, that's not all right. Uh, I'm looking over here. F6. Let's make that go away. F6. Yep, that's right. So we could either hit F6 or we can just reach over here and hit the aircraft button. So we have all these F-16s and 2 Gulfstreams. So this Gulfstream is not, well, it says it's ready in reserve. That F-16's ready. That one's, well, it says they're ready, but it's showing them as red. So let's see what it says here. Here we go. Now you can see the 2 F-16I have the AIM-120 long-range air-to-air missile light 202 loadout. 2 have the Python 5 short medium-range air-to-air missile light 004 loadout. And the last 2 have the AGM-88A HARM anti-radiation missile and Spice 2000 air-to-ground glide bomb loadout. 4 F-16I are ready to take off. The other 2 are being armed. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, stretch that down just a little bit. Ready, and this one is getting ready, and this one's readying. Okay, and now we see the different loadouts. That's right. The aircraft with air-to-air loadouts also have quick turnaround selected. How do we tell that? Right there. It's over here. If it's in that column, great. This means that they can complete multiple sorties with reduced ready time between them. An aircraft with an air-to-air missile loadout will take 3 hours to be ready during surge operations. Let's see, SUFA 4. Right, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Or 20 hours during sustain operations. But when quick turnaround is selected, you have to wait 20 minutes. Surge operations, sustain operations, and quick turnaround are doctrine settings that can be changed in the side doctrine window. However, the scenario does not lock these settings. This is done in the editor by unchecking the box near each doctrine setting and preventing the player from changing them, as the doctrine usually doesn't change throughout a scenario. The two G550 AEW are in reserve status. You will need to prepare them to act as airborne radar. Select one of them. All right. Well, that's not the way to do it. Select one of them like that. Yeah, that's right. And click on the ready arm. And at that point, we can actually pick their configuration. So we pick the conformal airborne early warning. Say okay, and 3 hours it'll be ready to take off. Great. All right, well, it didn't tell me to do anything else. So we will continue. Wait for it to pop another. All right, now it's time. Oh boy, it's time to take an airplane on patrol. Select one of the ready F-16Is. So let's click over here. That one's ready. And tell them to launch individually. Close and keep the time up again. For some reason it keeps changing. You know, if I'm going to do this regularly, I'm going to have to start recording the voiceover separately from the video. For God's sakes, that's loud. So when the F-16I is taken off, you can control it. Well, guess what? We use F3 just like we use for ships. So you click on that, hit F3, and we can plot. Now that's good enough. Hit escape to get out of that, and let her go. The airplane is following desired path, so press F2 to change speed and altitude. Right. So if we want him to go to high altitude at cruise speed, yeah, right. We also have terrain following. That's pretty cool. And slow that down just a little bit. Off she goes. You see her climbing to 29,000, 30,000, 31,000, 32. She's way up there. 36,000 feet. And trucking along, these are radar state. Yeah, how about that? Big fat radar. Oh, different types even. ANFPS 100. ANFPS 117. Okay, that's a, so you've got, I'll bet you that's a altitude file. You've got different radars for altitude and for distance. That stuff be my guess. Anyway, that's not part of this scenario. This guy's coming around. When all weapons have been expended or the fuel is low, the airplane will return automatically. So what do you say we go ahead and set bingo, send him home, and select him, hit B, it's not cooperating. RTB, that worked. I'm not sure why the hotkey wasn't working. Well done. Triumph. And will he go back to base? Thump. Yes, he did. Excellent. And so much for that. So what do you say we go ahead and grab the start menu, since that only took about 8 minutes. Let's grab the next tutorial. Under Flight Tutorials, Flight Tutorial 2. We use reference points, setting up air patrol missions, setting up support missions. Now this is very much, there's a lot of commonality here. So we're going to speed right through it. This is a lot like, in fact, I guess it's the identical procedure. Let's go ahead and enter the scenario and hit begin. All right, you will impersonate. I love impersonating this guy. I wonder if they'll ever catch on. We have 6 F-16s and 2 Gulfstream G550 AEWs under command. We also have 2 707s, Saknai tankers, and 2 Hermes 900 Star UAV have arrived to Ramat David to support you. One F-16I is under maintenance, will not be available today, while a 707 tanker is being prepared and will be ready in 3 hours. Okay, well, let's go ahead and close this and wait for the next pop-up. All right, we got to place reference points. Select define area under mission, drag the mouse. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to set up a patrol area. We can define area, and we should just be able to drag. Hey, what do you say we drag? Oh, look, something like this. Yeah, northern Israel. And all 4 of those reference points are selected. I don't care about that. This is telling us we can normal, small, or not show it all map settings. That looks good to me. You can to create a mission, you need to select reference points. Right, we've done that. It tells us all the different ways to do it. When you have selected 4 reference points, go to the mission menu, new mission, add new mission, and we're going to do a patrol. So we'll call it Air Patrol. Oh, that's interesting. Air Patrol. Maybe I should do it right. Patrol and AW Patrol outstanding. This will open the... We've been here before. We have been here before. There's our 4 stations. So now it wants us to move to the center of the screen, leave the try to keep box to 0 and the 1/3 rule. So try to keep 0 units for each class on station. All right, I guess we're going to leave that alone. And 1/3 rule evaluated. I'm not sure what that means, but it wants me to leave it alone. Uncheck investigate contacts outside the patrol area. Okay. Leave active emissions box unchecked. And below you can see flight size, section 2 aircraft. Well, that's kind of interesting. We not need to change that. 2 aircraft typical for fighters. Okay, great. And down here, unchecked enforced flight size. Oh, that's interesting. First we say we're going to have a flight size of 2 aircraft. We're going to not enforce that. I guess we're going to send more up than we than those 2. All right, in the patrol area, 4 RPs. Yes, there they are. Now it says select validate area. I'm not sure what that does, but it's now been validated. I guess if it was invalid for some reason, it would squawk. All right, mission flight parameters. I don't care. We're going to leave all this alone. Cruise speed, loiter. Yeah, this is not necessarily unimportant, but it's nothing we're going to mess with right now. All right, so now we're going to come up here. We're going to select the 6 F-16s, but not all of them are available. Wish I could change the size of this. Right, so we're going to select 5 of them. Well, you know what? Let's try something. Let's select all 6 and move them. And they went. Now, what if we say ready selected aircraft? Maybe I haven't selected any aircraft. What if we select that? Ready to selected aircraft. One of the selected aircraft. Okay, well that's cool. It means I can grab all of them, and oh Lord, I can select all of them, and it has, and it's going to pop up and let me change their loadout. But if I change their loadout, I suspect we'll have to wait for them to launch. So we're going to go ahead and ready them, and let's see. Well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead, since I'm breaking the rules anyway, or breaking the pattern of the... All right, ready selected aircraft. Okay, ready. All right, I guess that's okay. And let's let them launch. We're at 15 seconds. There they go. Let's pause for a second. Super 1. I'm looking over here to see if we have any indication how many birds are in that flight. I see the fuel. I see their loadouts. And that's interesting. I don't see tell me anything there down the left. No. Well, you would think that would be a big deal. Now that your F-16I are airborne, you need to create a support mission for your AEW. Okay, we'll do that in a second. I am still intensely interested in why I can't see, and I can't imagine it's not here. There's just a lot of stuff going on. All these different doctrine. Oh, I can make that. That's interesting. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. What if we click on that patrol? Aha. Suddenly, we may have only launched 2 aircraft. Well, I guess one way to find out, let's go back here. Select the airbase. Look at the aircraft. And that's not helping me. I gotta click on this. Parked. Looks like it launched 2 birds. So it did enforce the 2 aircraft. That's interesting. It sure did. What I don't understand is why Super 1. Oh, wait, let's zoom in. Super 1, Super 3. Get down here far enough, you can see. So it did enforce the 2 aircraft flight. Okay, well, let's get back to the scenario and finish up what we came to learn. Now that your F-16I are airborne, you need to create a support mission for your AEW. So now we need to deselect these guys. Can we do that up here? Deselect all reference points. Either that or you can just do this. Of course, that also selected them, which is kind of interesting. Doesn't matter. The reference points are deselected. Now we go to, we need to place 2 reference points, which we can do by Control plus Insert. Selects a reference point. Let's select one there, and then we can hit Control, Insert, select one there. Okay, great. So you did 2 different ways. One up here, one by using the keyboard shortcuts. Some people are real hot on keyboard shortcuts. I'm not too smart. I don't remember them. So place them, blah, blah, blah. Now we need to select them and come up here to add a new mission. We're going to call this, we're at AEW. So let's call AEW Patrol. Make it up. No, click on the right thing. And yeah, we'll just call it an AEW, type AAW Patrol. And okay, that'll open the mission editor. We can then come in here and grab our 2 AEW birds, toss them up. Okay, and now they ought to launch here shortly. Yeah, they've launched. Noisy, noisy guys, man. Oh, cool. Now you can see those are surface sensors. Then we zoom out and we see, whoa, 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 whoa. I think I'm over grease. Let's zoom out. I don't know how I managed to do that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. And now we can zoom back in. I was looking for air sensors. That's fine. All right, now your F-16s can stay airborne for more than 4 hours before going bingo. Increase the time you create another support mission this forum for your Saknai tankers. As before, put a couple of blah, 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 blah. Okay, we need to deselect these. I just accidentally support. Okay, let's do a control insert. And what do you say we throw the tankers up on this side of the, let's throw them here. Doesn't matter. Control insert. Give them a racetrack to run. And without going through this whole thing, or I think I already know how to do this. We'll call this tankers as a support mission. Probably should have called that other one a support mission now that I think about it. Okay, that looks good. And let's select it, throw our tankers in there. Let them ready those birds. Wing drone center line, boom. Right. Okay. And let's get them launched. I think. And let's take a look at the mission editor. Ready. Thought we did. Is there something holding them up? Well, I'm not sure what's going on with that. What did I do wrong? Pause the game. Mission editor. Tankers. And that one doesn't appear to be ready. And neither does that one. Was there something about them? Go back here. This is selected. Take a look at aircraft. 2 hours and 48 minutes. Wow. Oh, I got one that's going to be ready in 5 seconds. Let's go. Well, yeah, because that got real noisy. All right, there's our tanker. There's our airborne early warning bird. There's our 2 birds on patrol. And that's how it's done. Well done. We're ready to shoot down some enemy planes. Outstanding. Our final score is 100. Well, okay, now that we've seen how that's done, it says we're ready to start shooting down some enemy planes. Well, let's see. We are at 24 minutes in. What do you say we do that another time? I appreciate you watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. It's a big learning experience, and I hope I see you again soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.